When we analyze the Mars images from NASA, we see structures that look very similar to the pyramids we have on Earth. Could it be that the pyramids on Mars are done by the same exact architect as the one on Earth? Basically, are we saying here that maybe they were built by the same exact people, or at least the same architectural design was laid out throughout this entire solar system? Because when you look into ancient texts, you find that the pyramids are mentioned throughout the entire solar system, even in other galaxies. So it's really amazing that pyramids would be consistent throughout the entire galaxy. Also, when you look at pyramids, you start to discover that they were used for various different purposes. Some were temples, some were actually used for healing purposes. Someone would walk into the pyramid, and because of the resonant design, it would create a specific type of a hologram that a physician could actually check out a person's body and see whether they were injured or sick. Also, some pyramids were used as power generators, kind of like the Great Pyramid. It appears to be built on top of an aquifer, and that it may have been a power generation source, and also maybe even a multifunctional stone computer, because of very other technological aspects of the Great Pyramid that just can't be explained even today. When you look at Mars, there's a clear five-sided pyramid which is a pentagonal structure. And when you analyze it, you see these buttresses in the corners. Now, these spherical buttresses look just like the same beams that give strength to cathedrals. But what's fascinating, when you look at the five-sided pyramid, the line is slightly off-center. So if you place Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man over that shape, it's actually the shape of a human being rendered out as a pyramid. The head is at the top, the two arms will be at the two top sides, and then the 2 feet will be at the 2 bottom sides. So it's a pyramid designed in the shape of a human being. Richard Hogan talked about the idea that this could be an arcology, meaning it could be a vast civilization inside that pyramid. You can have countless people living inside of an object that size. And if you go just west of that structure, you see another pyramid there that looks amazingly from an aerial view, just like the Great Pyramid at Giza. The likelihood that those objects are just randomly placed and they're just a trick of light and shadows just doesn't make any sense. Experts like Errol Torin concluded that the actual amount of geometric anomalies in the area is much higher than any other area on Mars, which is consistent with the algebra you would get if you were comprising an artificial human settlement surrounded by a desert. And you have all of these anomalies around this face. And the face itself could be a very large structure, maybe even a building. According to some of the ancient texts, it may have been attributed to an ancient Atlantean or Anunnaki named Alalu. Regardless, it's a very strange object, and you even have it where the sun rises in the east and illuminates this structure, meaning it could have been used as some type of place of worship as well. These amazing structures can be found all over our planet. As a matter of fact, these builders even built the pyramid in Antarctica, which is larger than the Great Pyramid at Giza. So these ancient structures are all over our planet. And the amazing thing about them is you can also find sphinxes all over the planet as well, where you see the lion body, the body of a lion and the face of a man. This is prevalent throughout the entire planet. And what's really amazing is when you analyze the alignments, the star alignments, it's aligning with the constellation of Leo. Why is that? Why the constellation of Leo? Well, when you look at the ancient texts, you find that there was an order to build this great sphinx, for example, at Giza, to align with the constellation of Leo and put the face of Thoth on it initially, the Atlantean priest king who was the son of Enki. Much later, it was recarved to the son of Marduk, his actual son's face, so the face had changed, which gave it a very small head. What's amazing is the fact that they've aligned with the constellation of Leo because they're trying to give a marker as to the time period of when the Giza Plateau was built and other civilizations on this planet were developed. And when you actually go back one precessional period, you come back to the Ice Age. So we have to go back 2 precessional periods to where we actually end up around 36,000 years ago, when it's the perfect time to build the Giza Plateau. Everything is at peace on Earth, and Thoth the Atlantean, or some may call him an Anunnaki, he actually claims to have built the Great Pyramid in his emerald tablets. His exact words are, "I builded the Great Pyramid." And so he's the one who actually became the master architect and then laid out the architectural plans for developing pyramids all over the planet Earth.